everyone. In this video, I will talk about Vietnamese coffee, its cultural significance, some history, regional variations, and popular recipes that you can try. Throughout this presentation, I will include a few video clips of mine for you to better visualize the coffee culture in Vietnam. For most of my life, I grew up in Vietnam, and without any exaggeration, coffee is just about everywhere. On every street, even 2 to 3 blocks apart from each other, there will be someone selling coffee, either on a moving cart, in someone's house. Selling coffee is one of the most popular side hustles for people, a convenience store like 7-Eleven, or a typical coffee shop like Starbucks and local brands like Highland or Trung Nguyen. For Vietnamese people, coffee is not just a drink. It's a way of life. People can enjoy coffee at any time of the day, usually in the morning, but there's really no strict time limit for when you can enjoy coffee in Vietnam. So if you're craving for coffee, just walk a few steps outside. It could even be your neighbor selling it. In Vietnam, drinking coffee is a social pastime and a chance for bà tám, which loosely translates to gossip. Well, not in a bad way, but a morning coffee can be a way for people to find out what's happening in their immediate area, to catch up with friends, or just to chill right before they get down to work, during the break hours, or even after work, free time. Many cafes in Vietnam are open air and often have many of these little plastic stools that spread out on the sidewalk, which gives people a great view of the street and the outdoors to enjoy their coffee with. The stools are never fixed to one place, so people can move around or scooch next to each other and them. Traditionally, and even today, Vietnamese people use a fin filter to brew their coffee. It is made out of a brew chamber, a filter plate, a gravity press, and a lid. So how do you use the fin filter? So like the right picture, you put the filter plate on your coffee cup and then the brew chamber on top of it, and then put around 2 tablespoons of grounded coffee and then put the gravity press on top of the coffee and then pour in enough water until the brew chamber is about 2/3 full and then put on the lid. And slowly, your cup of coffee will catch dripping drops of the aromatic coffee. At many cafes, you can order a ready-to-go coffee or a coffee set with the fin filter and the crushed coffee beans like in this video, using usually Robusta beans. Watching the coffee drip by drip just forces you to slow down and relax for a few moments. Vietnamese people like their coffee nice and slow. To them, when the coffee is good, why the rush? Coffee was introduced to Vietnam by the French in the 1950s when a French priest brought an Arabica tree to the northern region. With a tropical climate that's ideal for the plant, the coffee industry started to boom in the 1890s. Today, Vietnam is the world's second largest coffee exporter behind Brazil, with 95% of its production mainly on Robusta beans, but also plants Arabica beans. The most popular Vietnamese coffee is the iced milk coffee, or café soda, which often includes condensed milk and is iced, but you can also combine with coconut cream or milk, pandan paste, or honey. Other popular coffees include the egg coffee or café trứng, salt coffee, coconut coffee. You can pause the screen and these are all the recipes for them. They all have a very similar preparation method for the coffee and it's really easy to make. Depending on the region, there are variations of the drink and preparation styles as well. The North prefers a stronger, thicker, more creamy coffee served in a short glass cup, while the South prefers coffee that is iced, a little sweeter, and served in a tall glass. An example of northern coffee drinks is the egg coffee, which we know have that thick layer of cream, and the South has drinks like café soda or bạc xỉu, which has a higher milk content. In the North, people often prefer to take more time with their coffee, while in the South, with a fast-paced lifestyle, people are more likely to prefer quick and on-the-go coffees. Vietnamese coffee is generally considered strong, at least stronger than your cup of coffee at Starbucks, and this is because it uses Robusta beans, which contain twice the caffeine content and are much more bitter than Arabica beans that are more popular here in the US. Just one serving of the Vietnamese coffee contains around 66 to 130 milligrams of coffee per 2 to 4 ounces. Thus, the traditional brewing method of the fin filter also creates a more concentrated and strong cup of coffee. Vietnamese Robusta is also rich in nutrients such as phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which can help regulate the metabolism of caffeine from it and protect us from its potential side effects. Coffee in general is an excellent source of antioxidants, and with moderate consumption of it, it can even reduce the risks of cardiovascular disease and aid weight loss. However, the health benefits are not really the main reason why Vietnamese people love coffee. It is the culture, aroma, the taste, and the pastime culture of coffee. And with caffeine also being an addictive content, naturally many people are addicted to it. And due to the sweetened condensed milk being used in most Vietnamese coffee, there can be health downsides if one drinks too much. And this awareness has been influencing a lot of young people to shift to healthier choices by using natural sweeteners like honey or coconut milk instead. That being said, from my honest opinion, coffee religion is real in Vietnam. The coffee culture is deeply ingrained in Vietnamese society. From before the sunrise until well after it sets, you'll find locals enjoying their coffees. I hope my presentation have taught you something about Vietnamese coffee culture. Thank you.